After an intro like that, a lot of people just fold up their tent and call it a day, but not us. We're taking you from here to here because we're delivering right out of the gate a full barrel blast of awesomeness, ladies and gentlemen. Rock stars, badasses, and stars of their own upcoming spin-off to Supernatural. Chicon and Briana Buckmaster.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Come on, now wait a minute.
What?
Uh-oh. Before we leave the stage,
Flags on the play.
So today.
Do it.
What?
Today is
Do it.
Saturday.
Oh, it is.
Yes. And I feel like we've got there's been a lot of setup.
But wait a minute. Can you be sure? Because it hasn't been discussed much.
No, I know. But I think I'm safe in saying that today is Briana Buckmaster's birthday!
So, Bobby,
Yes.
should you, as the front man of a rock and roll band, lead this crowd
Yes.
in the collective singing of a little ditty we have down in the States we simply have entitled Happy Birthday.
Song. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Keep your clothes on. Happy birthday to you. Maybe later. Happy birthday, dear Briana. Happy birthday to you.
Special treat for you. Do you know what somebody told me?
What?
Is that next year, Chicago Con is also on my birthday.
Oh!
So get used to it, motherfucker.
So,
What you're saying here on your actual birthday is
you know
next year is also your birthday.
what that means? Start shopping now. The pressure on. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Briana.
Hi, you guys. Thanks for that. I also, in the photo op and autograph line yesterday, met a bunch of people who also are having a birthday. Can I get a hell yeah from those people? Happy birthday to you too. Hey, Kimmer.
Hi, I only have 2 jobs up here today. One is to not spill coffee on Brianna's white dress, and 2 is to keep her booty shorts out of her ass.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
not
creep it up there.
entirely sure how I'm going to do that,
Tamed.
but it will be fun for everyone.
Yeah. I'm not used to wearing short skirts, so I have to learn to not bend over like this in front of all y'all. Yet.
If they're really good.
If you're really
I
good,
discuss it.
you'll get the whole moon. Should we take some questions?
Yeah, let's go.
Hi, Raven.
Is acting hard?
Is acting hard. Oh God, where do I start, honey?
No.
Where do I start?
Acting is not hard. All the bullshit around the
That's
acting
true.
is hard. Trying to get the job, deciding if you want to do the job, deciding if you want to act in the beginning. The acting itself is basically no harder than playing pretend in the mirror. It's just everything else around it.
Yeah, it's the politics, the business of it. Actually acting, if you like to do it, is really fun because you are just pretending, especially if you get to play somebody who you think is really fun or somebody that you really like or even somebody that you don't like. I think it's all pretty fun, but the actual getting of the acting, the getting to do the acting, that's the hard part.
Yeah. Or the
Don't
not,
ever
or the
become an
not getting
actor.
to do the acting.
Yeah.
That's also fairly difficult in my experience.
Right, were you the waiting, you mean?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Oh.
Come in, coach.
That is
Yeah.
the worst. When I get like in TV, getting used to that, you're like in your trailer for 8 hours preparing for like an emotional scene. You're like, how long do I have to be fucking sad for? Excuse my language.
Okay, we know her mom.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, Jody.
She's heard it before.
Hi, honey. Anyway,
Thank you.
acting
That's
is
a
not
really good
hard.
question.
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Don't ever become an actor.
Wait, oh,
You're welcome, baby.
you're welcome. Thank
Nice
you.
to see you. Mwah, mwah. Hi.
Hi. I was wondering if like you had to choose like a hand symbol like for us to know each other, like the SPN family, like what would you do? Like a symbol like
Not the middle finger?
That is kind of our symbol, isn't it?
Thing.
That's our thing.
That means everything. That means fuck off. That means I love you.
Yeah.
That means fight the man. That means,
Yeah. We choose middle finger. There's gonna be so many people giving us the middle finger on the street. Hey, give me Briana! It's gonna be very
Yeah,
jarring.
it's gonna be with that smile on their face.
Exactly. Hey! But what if it's actually not an SBN fan, it's just somebody that's being really fucking sarcastic? It's like, hey! Can't tell the difference.
There are people too, though. Like,
That's true. That's their issue.
Well,
We probably deserved it at some point.
Come on in.
Thank you. You. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Real good, real good.
Congratulations on getting your new show that's coming.
The pilot right now.
It's still theoretical.
But we all look forward to one day, maybe being a Creation Wayward Daughters convention. Anyway, my question was,
So hard.
of course, then you'd be here on Sunday. But my question was, as they build up a supporting cast for that potential show, as you say, obviously Claire is going to be in there. What would you think of two different ideas I had as a fan about potential characters? One would be that Missouri Mosley would come back and be a supporting cast member. And that maybe there would be a new character, you know, a little man of mystery who's moved into the town that Jodie is the sheriff in. A British guy portrayed by someone like Tom Mison who gets involved in the story. He's a very good actor. Those two possible additions to the cast.
This is me carefully keeping my face completely blank. Those are really good ideas.
You know we barely got the parts ourselves and we play those characters. We have no say in who gets involved in that show.
There will be more diversity.
Yeah.
In the, well, more diversity than we're used to seeing. We're going to see different, as Briana pointed out, just from us, different ages, different body types. We're going to see different colors. We're going to see different sexual orientations. We're going to see all sorts of differences, and in those, I think your ideas are good. God, I'll usually spill all my secrets, but let's just say I can't directly address, but I know something about what you said.
Oh, perfect. Just firstly, my thought, if they went with my idea about the type of character portrayed by someone like Tom Mison, I thought they would also be possibly a love interest for Jodie.
Fuck that, Jodie don't need no love interest. In all my spare time, sure, let's have a bunch of suicidal, psychopathic teenagers live with me, but I need to get laid.
Everybody needs to get laid, Pam.
Yeah, but like, I'm sure she's got a closet full of battery operated.
I was kind of saying.
She does not have the time to teach a new man how to work that shit. It is complicated and requires diagrams. No, thank you.
I think Donna's just wild in the sack. I bet she's just a freak. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, Jody's more like the type who's like, You know what? Go take a shower. I'm gonna do this.
I'll do it. I got this.
I got this.
He's probably crying. You're like, honey, you're fine. Go dry your eyes. Splash this cold water on your face.
Just go. Stop cuddling me. Stop fucking cuddling me. I'm not done.
I fucking can't do a cuddle. Can't do a cuddle. Oh, you guys, it's really early for this talk. Hi.
I've had coffee. I made sure I timed my
That's
coffee.
true. I've been
so
up
it's
since
hit
4:30.
right now.
I can't do that because of booty shorts.
It's okay, I'll do it for you.
Right up inside me. My butt will literally eat these shorts.
Hi, so last night you were serving like A+ vocals. So I was wondering. Did you always want to be an actor, or did you ever think about exploring singing?
When I was a little kid, I grew up on a farm, and the opportunities to become any kind of celebrity were hilarious. I was constantly auditioning for the chickens. But there was a band, I don't think you guys maybe have heard of this band in the States, but in Canada there was a band called the Mini Pops. They were BFD. And my mom, I don't even know how old I was, but old enough that my mom went, sure, honey. I was like, can I write a letter to the manager of the Mini Pops asking if I can be in their group? And I did. And it started with, I was like, Mom, how do I start this letter? And she was like, well, I think a good way to start it would be Dear Sir or Madam. And so I have this hilarious letter that I wrote to the Mini Pops asking if I could be a singer. So I wanted to be a singer first, and then when I was 11, I saw Les Mis, which was the first musical I ever saw. And I went, I want to do that. So I knew then that I wanted to be musical theater, and I did musical theater up until I got pregnant with my daughter. And it just was too tricky. Being in a musical is like, you have to be an athlete. It's so much work and very little money. So I was like, I can't do this. I can't sustain it. And that's what's great about the conventions, is that I thought that I wasn't going to be able to sing anymore. And at first it started just with karaoke. Remember, the very first karaoke was my very first con was DC. And we were there, right? You left a little bit early. We were dressed as Rizzo and Sandy, right? And apparently it was bad, but I didn't know, because the only karaoke I had ever been to and had frequented were like bars and curling rinks. Do you know what I mean? And so I was like, I have an audience for karaoke? This is amazing! And I remember coming off from Rich and Matt were like, oh man, that was rough. And they're like, you were amazing. I was like, this is the easiest fucking job I've ever done. You ever tried to lift a food truck off of? Anyway, that's a hard job. This is easy. So now I get to sing with the Saturday Night Special, and Jason Mads and I are going to be working on something later in the year. But thank you. Thank you.
Are you guys real cops?
Sorry.
No, that's actually a really great question, because there's a lot of things about a profession that generally only the people who do it know. Like, there's a lot of things about being a doctor that only doctors know. So what we have to do if we're going to pretend to be police officers is actually talk to real police officers so we get it right, as close to right as we can. But no, acting is just really glorified pretending. So, you know, I pretend to be other things too, but not always on film.
And the reason I laughed is because I do bad things all the time. I would like to be a police officer. As she was saying, I've hung out with police officers to learn how to do my job, and they are very cool. And they can do really cool things, and they're really strong, and they're really smart. Yeah, so hell yeah. Heck yes. No, no, sir. So insecure with all these children here. Thank you.
yesterday, just so you know, because it was anyway, you guys are very empowering and beautiful women. I just want to know, a lot of people are going to be mad at this question, about the men in your lives and how they empower you.
Oh, I love that question.
You mean our husbands, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, because I've got a lot of men in
I was
my
gonna
life.
say.
Not all of them empower us.
Literally? No, Ruthie brought in to the PJ party. These guys surprised me with the biggest effing cake I've ever seen. Amazing, and I love them. And Ruthie said, "Oh, your husband told us that you like chocolate," and literally my answer was, "Which husband?" Because of my joke with all my con men. And convention men. Do you want to go ahead?
Oh, I'm gonna start crying. My husband, I have no idea. I've had a lot of therapy, and I remember after I was engaged to my husband, I was talking about how did I manage to do this, and my therapist was like, "Oh, 2 years ago you would have went screaming for the hills. You weren't healthy enough for this. I can't believe that you managed to let yourself fall in love with him." He's the healthiest, sanest, most present choice I've ever made in my life. He is proof there is a God and God loves me. He is the strongest. He is the rock to my tornado. He is brave and strong and unconventionally strong. I mean, I'm the breadwinner. And that is a problem for my husband in his ego. Only instead of allowing his ego problem to be a problem, it is a challenge for him to continually overcome and learn that he is contributing to our life because of how he helps my heart and my child's existence. He is the best man on the planet, and I'm so
My husband, mine is trickier because when I met my husband, I was like, hey, because he's younger than me, and I was, mid-20s, was like not interested in being in a relationship, and he was like, he knew this was it, and I was a bit, okay, I'll call you later. And we did that for almost a year before I was like, all right, I'll be your girlfriend. So I was a tough sell. He was a tough sell to me, rather. And I came around because I believe in love. And sometimes I have to remind myself that. But my husband is an incredible individual because he thinks, and he's told me this before, that if he said to me once, if he could help people achieve their dreams, he would be a millionaire if he could do that for a living. He loves to see other people excel. He feels the feelings that they feel. My husband is also a stay-at-home dad, and he made that decision and loves it and is so excited to see me and the things that I get to do. But he also teaches me how to be a better feminist. He's really strong and loves empowering women. And he also has let me be the most me I've ever been. And I think that's the greatest gift a person could ever have in their life, right?
thank you.
Hi!
Sweetheart.
Hi. I know your dad died, but my dad died too, and, did you want to be a scientist when you grow up?
First of all, can I come down and hug you? Is that okay? You saw your mommy tweeted me yesterday, right? So the first thing that you said means we have something in common, huh? And your dad went the same way mine did, didn't he? Yeah, I will tell you something very important. The reason that he left was not real. It was just in his head. The love that he had for you is real, and that's going to stay with you all of your life, okay? He loved you very much. He was just really, really sick. Mwah. And when I was little, I wanted to be Wonder Woman. I never wanted to be a scientist. Being a scientist sounds really hard. You want to be a scientist? I think you should do it. Do it. Yeah, no, I thanked you, so you can say you're welcome. Hi!
Hi, ladies.
Hi!
First off, I want to say thanks for karaoke yesterday. That was a
Thank
lot
you.
of fun.
It was hot.
I'm still recovering from, trying to talk less, but... so my question to you both is, if Charlie was alive... Actually, let me rephrase that. It's season 13 and Charlie is alive. And if she moved in with Jody to Sioux Falls, how do you think her character would get along with you guys? Because I'm all for female characters, and it kind of frustrates me that there's not a lot of female characters on the show. So how do you think Charlie would get along with Jody, Alex, Claire, Donna, and everyone else?
I think Charlie and Alex would become besties. And that's only because I know stuff about Alex that you don't know. Yeah.
TBD.
Yeah.
I also like the idea, I think it's funny. Well, I obviously love the idea of, and it's close, like all the actresses, well, the actresses that I've met and become friends with are really tight from the show. On the circuit, we talk almost every day. We're all very close friends. But there's a strange thing with women when people assume that because you're both women, you should be friends. And that would be nice, but it's also okay for people to not be friends, right? Men are not friends all the time. But women should be friends because they're women. And I remember I saw that. Well, yeah, they're either one or the other, right? And if they're not friends, it's because they hate each other. I think it's just such a lover shit. This is not pertaining to your question, but I saw this on a show once, Silicon Valley. Has anybody ever seen that show? And they pointed it out in such a brilliant way. I was like, oh yeah, like I'd fall prey to that. I'm just going, oh, I must befriend this other woman. And it's a different thing from supporting to befriending, right? It's one thing to support other women, which I do think we should do. But you don't have to be best friends with every person you meet. But they had this great scene where these two tech women were working on this company, and the guys were so excited to introduce them. They sat there and they're like, you guys are gonna love each other. And the girls were just like, hey. And that was it. And I'm like, that is brilliant. Like, we're all individuals, and I kind of like the idea of just like women existing on television in their own selves.
Yeah, Charlie still be doing her own damn thing.
That's right. I like that idea. So I like both ideas.
I think you and Charlie would get along, if you ask me.
Me and Charlie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen enough of her episodes to make a final answer on that. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm offended.
It's okay.
But I know Felicia Day is a very smart gal, and I would like to be friends with her.
Oh, yeah.
But she sure shit doesn't have to be friends with me.
I would hope so.
And I think she's the kind of woman that would be like, yeah, no, I'm busy. You seem really nice though. Like I do, I respect that. I respect that.
I've met her. I think you two would get along.
Okay. If you can set that up, that'd be awesome.
Sure. I'll get started on that.
Thank you. So much. Hello.
Hello. Okay, I just want to say you guys are goals, like literal goals.
Thank you.
And my question is, because I work sales, like my job is like commission, and there's this older gentleman who always like tries to like weasel into my sales. So I'm wondering like how you guys have learned to like assert yourselves more and be like, hey, no, this is my space. Back up.
Is he on the same level as you? Is he your boss?
No, like we're both like sales associates, and he's always saying like, "Oh, I'm retired. I don't need the money." Blah blah blah. But he's always complaining about his lack of sales. Well, I'm actually like trying to like assert myself.
Oh, I think Kim wants to say something.
Oh, God. The hardest fucking thing in the world is when to get what I want. The easiest thing to do is to take care of their emotional needs. Oh my God. Oh, if I just directly say what I'm thinking, you're going to experience shame and you're going to shit all over myself, my life. You're not gonna hear what I have to say, because what I have to say will make you feel less than, or ashamed, or scared, or frightened, and then you'll try to hurt me. And that's true across the board. I get really frustrated with that, because the nice thing, it would be great if we existed in a world where I could just say, look, I see what you're doing. It's not fucking cool. Please stop. And they would go, yeah, you're right, okay. I'll stop. Would I understand you're trying to help, and that really, that makes me feel very secure, and I'm very comfortable with the fact that you've got my back, and you've always got my back, but it would make me feel a little more capable if you'd really let me do this on my own, because I've got the confidence, and I really want to see what I can do as an individual. So now that I've phrased this request in a way that's appealing to your ego, could you please fuck right off?
Exhausting.
It is exhausting. I wish I had an answer.
You know what I do? I have had to start doing is because I do a lot of business through emails. And when I email something out, it has to do with work, I just email out information I need. Hello, how are you? Name, information, thanks, take care. Regularly I get back, why are you in such a bad mood? What's with the bitchy attitude? I get that all the time. And I'm like, fuck you, man! I'm relaying information in the most, time economic way. So you know what I started doing? And it's changed everything? I add a smiley face. What a bunch of fucking idiots. I swear to God, I don't change a single thing, but I add a smiley face. Because girls, don't forget to fucking smile. The good news is you can do something. The bad news is, if he sounds like as much of an idiot as you're making him sound like, he's gonna throw a tantrum. But sometimes you have to let men have tantrums.
Yeah, they're welcome to their response. I like the idea of staying factual. Stick to the facts. Know that you have the right. That's ultimately my problem. When I'm busy taking care of somebody else's feelings, it's because I'm scared maybe I don't have the right to mine. And that's bullshit. You have the right to this. It doesn't have to be aggressive. It doesn't have to be a preemptive fight, because that's the other thing I do. I'll just sit on it until I go, whoa, you could have just asked. Now it's all over me. Factual, clear, direct, and you only need to say it once. Only once. And if it doesn't happen, then you get to go to the next person up on the level, because that's some bullshit. We were talking about this the other day. If I just don't take care of someone else's feelings, I'm being a bitch.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm not
we won't tell you the context of this conversation.
If I'm not actively massaging your feelings and making sure that they're super good, if I'm just back here, massaging myself, I'm the asshole. That's not cool.
No, I feel like I've been called out a lot on that lately, but I'm fucking tired. And I'm working a lot, which is awesome. And so I don't have time for all of your needy needs. So work it out, people. Not you people.
Yeah, not you people.
Not those people, but
Life people. Life people.
Yeah. If you do it more, they'll get used to it. Fun ones.
Good morning, ladies.
Hi there.
Kim, you mentioned yesterday that you like donuts. You have to try Fire Cake Donuts in Chicago. Awesome donuts.
Someone bring us one of those?
Fire Cake Donuts.
All right. We won't get out of this building today.
Try them before you go home.
Just really isn't. You guys are demanding.
And my question is for you guys, if you could meet one person alive, dead, or fictional and have dinner with them, who would they be?
Wait, meet
and have dinner with any character alive, any person, character alive, dead, or fictional, who would it be?
I would have to pick my grandma, who I've never met. It was my mom's mom, because my mom is one of my favorite people in the world. She's so fucking fierce. Her mom died when she was pregnant with my brothers, who are twins. So that must have been very traumatic for her. And my grandma was a spy. She's from Belgium, and she used to ride her bike across the border, and she used to wear a big ring, like similar to this, and she would hide paper messages underneath the ring. And when she would get searched, she would be on her bike holding it like this. And they would never look under her ring. I think that's so cool. I named my daughter after her. Her name's Georgette, my daughter's middle name. And I just want to know, I think my mom's super cool. And my mom raised me in a specific way. So I think that she probably raised my mom in a specific way. And I think it would be cool to meet her.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I want to meet you too. I don't know, there's so many historical figures that I would love to sit down for dinner and just be like, what the fuck? Really? But unfortunately, I think that, you know, the dinner wouldn't go as planned. There's current political figures that I would like instinctively love to sit down and go, what the fuck? I don't necessarily think that would be heard. So I'm going to go to the opposite side of my personality and say Granny Weatherwax from the Discworld novels. I think would be a shitload of fun to have a meal with. There you go. The 5 people who know what I'm talking about are also at that meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi. I was just wondering what your favorite monster was on the show.
Man, I'm bad at these show questions.
Favorite? Like, my favorite monster on the show is Abaddon. Because Elena Hoffman. Creepiest was the Leviathans. Is that the mouth and the thing and the eating and the, I don't know, yeah, Wraiths suck, but the Leviathans have
I'm gonna pick the darkness because I love Emily Swallow. Yeah. That was easier than I thought. I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna say the wrong thing. You're really scared me.
Do you know, we need to both, I saw that there's the like lore of Supernatural or a book like that, something that we need to do our homework.
I know.
We need to actually sit down and do some homework.
For my second episode, when I first recurred, I was like, oh, I think I need to know things. I get the impression from Twitter that the fans want me to know important things. So I did go back, but I think I only
Sam's
watched...
the taller one. Don't have sex with him because you'll die.
You'll die.
And Dean likes cheeseburgers.
Right, and pie, right?
And pie.
When I watched season 1 to 5, is that where I was originally supposed to end? Yeah, or 6, 5. I watched those, but I watched them right after I gave birth, so none of it was retained. None of it. But I did watch them, but I watched the rest of it sporadically up to season 9. So you're right, we do need to do some research. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for your question. That's my Rob Benedict impression. He always makes fun of my Canadian accent, especially because I call him Bags. like, hey, don't forget your bag. He's like, okay, I won't forget my bag, Canada. I always make fun of him because he talks like this. Like, he's so LA. And I noticed it when he did like an Instagram video once, he kept saying entertainment, entertainment. I'm like, you're entertaining me right now. Anyway, hi.
You guys did great at karaoke last night.
Thank you.
I
like it when people say, you were great last night. I'm like, how did you know? Sorry, go ahead.
I was wondering.
He's young too. Go ahead.
The booty shorts.
Yeah, no. Creeping up there. No, I'm not gonna let you talk. I'm gonna keep talking over you.
I was wondering if you could design a superhero, what would they be like and what would their superpower be?
A new superpower?
Yes.
We need to get the questions in advance of these things. We need to do some homework.
I would like a superhero to be someone who is really good at cartwheels and has the ability to clean the bathroom without touching it. My kind of superhero. I can't do it. Cartwheels save my life. If I wasn't wearing a dress, I'd demonstrate that. It's just basically my cartwheel. I didn't leave my feet. Yeah.
I finally got around to seeing Wonder Woman. And it was the first live-action film that my 9-year-old daughter has ever seen. She generally only is willing to see cartoons on the big screen. This is the first one. And it upset her greatly, the thing at the end. I'm not even going to spoil anything. But she was getting very upset. And I kept saying, do you want to leave? And she's covering her eyes and crying, but going, no, no, Diana needs me. And of course, now she's gone from Iron Man to Wonder Woman because it was so important. I believe she's only 9, but I think something very deep resonated with her in seeing herself reflected on screen in a superhero form. So I don't know what superhero I would create, but it would be important to me to scan what exists and find what is not represented right now. Because it's in all of us, and we all deserve to see our super potential reflected on screen. So that's what I do. And I find what isn't out there, and I put it out there, because we all get to feel that way. Thank you.
Hi guys, how are you? And by the way, Briana, happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you for remembering.
And my question is basically, what's the advice that your badass selves would give to young women and your badass characters' advice to give to young women?
Oh, our selves advice versus our characters' advice.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I know Jody's advice would probably be don't do it.
Wear a condom.
Wear a condom. Wear a condom. Follow the rules. Don't do stupid shit.
I think Donna's would be, don't listen to the boys. Tell the boys to go fuck themselves. And yours?
Kim's advice to young girls would be, I like this quote, make sure your heart's yes is always louder than their no. You define yourself. Don't let anyone else define you. Ready, go.
Well, my favorite quote that I've been using a lot lately is "Don't let them tame you," because I feel like in my late 20s, early 30s, I feel like we're trying to do that a lot to me. And my husband brought that quote to me, and I feel like it really genuinely saved my life. But I think I would say it gets so much better. It just does. And that's such a, yeah, like that. I don't think that is comforting to young girls who are going through a hard thing, but I know when I was in school, when I was a youngster, I was having a hard time, and if somebody had said it to me, I might not have believed it, but it's just so true. And it's true if you want it to be true, and it's true if you work at it. It's not always true circumstantially, but I think that if we give ourselves faith, that good things can happen.
Thank you, guys are great.
I remember being in high school at one of those assemblies, and it was like an emotional, uplifting assembly.
Just a bunch of salty
angsty teenagers, and I was sitting there, and this fucking guy is like, you know, I can see a lot of resentment in the audience, but you need to appreciate this time because these are the best years of your life. And I literally was suicidal for the first time in my life. I was like, fuck this! Oh my God, this is the best. This is as good as it's gonna get.
Don't let yourself peak in high school, man.
Jesus!
Be uncool in high school.
Oh my God! I was like, this is, yeah, young girls. But the other thing is like, if I could have heard that, I would have. So they'll figure it out on their own.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I just wanted to thank you guys first for your positivity and your just love. It's always there, and we really, really appreciate it. I know I appreciate it. So thank you. My question is about women, I guess, in entertainment. Something that really bothers me is every time I see someone who's plus size, we'll call us, in film, their main goal is to always lose weight. That's all they are supposed to do. And I was wondering kind of your thoughts on that, what you'd feel about that, because it really bothers me.
Yes, it also bothers me. And you know what else I hate? I fucking hate. Do you remember in Friends when Courtney Cox's character was overweight? And for some reason, she was also magically a fucking idiot? I'm like, why does she have to be a different person? Do you know what I mean? Oh, it makes me crazy that in order for somebody to be represented on television and be different on television, they also have to be quirky, you know, or silly or whatever. I'm like, no, I know some fucking badass bitches who wear size 20. Yeah, it has nothing to do with anything, and I hate it, and I'm with you, and that's what I have to say about it.
Yeah. I mean, all we can do is keep reminding people that humans actually come in a lot of different shapes. Funny story. It's that kind of like, if I am different, and I'm not even going to use the norm, because the norm that we are fed is not fucking normal. There's Hollywood normal. It actually looks like that. There's Hollywood normal, which takes a team of professionals to maintain.
Yeah.
And then there's the world normal, which is never seen out there for some reason. But unless we're Hollywood normal, we're told somehow that we're supposed to be unhappy. Like, until you attain this, like, how dare you be happy? You haven't attained this absolutely impossible ideal of perfection. Fuck you!
I feel like it makes people uncomfortable, or they think it's going to make the audience. That's why I'm like, you guys do not know your audience, man. Like, to see somebody who is, because we're talking about it specifically, to see somebody who is plus size on screen, I wonder if producers are like, oh, that's going to make the audience uncomfortable. We better make it look like she's trying to lose weight. And you're like, no, I'm going to fucking watch a show and pound back a box of Oreos and be happy as fuck. And you know, a new thing they have in Hollywood is this new Benjamin Button technology. So they're just used to, you know, everybody see that show where they got younger, but they still look like Brad Pitt and who else was it? Kate Blanchett. Anyway, they use it on Westworld too. It's this technology where they can make actors, they basically can Photoshop film. So the actors are now acting, moving, and they are slimmer, they are taller, they are younger, and so how the fuck are we supposed to compete with that? It's such a load of shit.
shut up. My little anarchist brain is very aware of the fact that fear sells. If I am watching something that I'm not, and then I'm offered a product that says you can become that, I'll probably be like, here you go, okay, here you go. Because I'm listening to the fear, and that applies across the board. So the best way to combat that is be fucking happy now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your question.
My question is for Kim. If Chuck, God on Supernatural, were to bring back Jodie's husband and kid, how would she react, like, at first, like, not, like, with, like, being, like, I know how you said, like, she doesn't need, like, action, like, you know how I'm talking about, like, I know what you said, she doesn't need that, but...
Did you say action? You mean, like, sexy sex?
Yes.
I said it for you.
How would she, like, react to him coming back?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not an answer you'll like. The deep pain and rage Jodie has experienced because of their death has changed her. And it would kill her. Because she could no longer connect with her husband as the wife she used to be. She could no longer connect with her child as the mother she used to be. And she would have to leave them. Because she's damaged now. And she wasn't before. So she's a different person. And she would try, and she would want to, and she would realize you can't, she would only hurt them with the person she is now. So she has to go love other broken people and leave them pure and whole. I know, it's sad, right? Maybe the writers would have a different idea. It's like, you know, love hurts ya, and losing things, you can't undo loss. So I think she's a little, at this point.
So technical term.
That's my motivation. So how should I be in this scene? Oh, you know, Jodie's a little, got it, yeah.
Stealing that, Rhodes.
Places.
Hi, have that shirt.
Hi,
So,
thanks. Me too.
cute. King.
So baby has been a huge part of Supernatural. What car will you guys drive in Wayward Daughters if you had a choice?
We can't answer that.
If you had a choice.
We can't?
Oh,
If I had a choice, I'm like, not the big fucking ugly ass truck I gotta drive all the time. I wanna, what did we
it's
decide?
because I know what I drive.
Well, that's,
Don't ruin it for me!
okay. Do you like what you drive?
Yeah. And I like to drive stick. So I really like to drive. So really any vehicle out there. Sorry, I interrupted. Go.
No, I want, what did we decide on? A 69 fastback Mustang. 69 was the year I was born, and it's a number I like.
No, like that's such a big part of Supernatural. So I like the idea of something very specific for, you know, pilot. But I think that I don't know. I do, but I don't. So shut up.
Wouldn't it have been depressing if I'd been like a Prius?
Jodie in a Prius?
Hey, they're very quiet, good for drive.
Every time she'd get out of that car, she'd be so pissed off. Prius. You see this Prius they have for driving?
Who's driving? Well, Jodie, because we can get the entire way there without having to stop for gas.
Gas.
But it won't be a lot of fun.
It's expensive right now. Those old cars, they're gas guzzlers. I mean, sheriffs will make a lot of money as long
She's
as they
actually
vouch, so.
super eco-friendly.
I said a Tesla because that's what car I would like to buy. Tesla? I don't know if it's Donna's car though.
From their sheriff passive income,
Yeah.
their hedge funds.
Yeah, they just show up in like fucking Beamers and they're like, hi. What? This old thing?
Got it on credit. Hi.
Hi. So you guys are just so amazing and you're such an inspiration to so many people and your characters are also equally amazing. So how do you guys see yourselves coming out in your characters and how has playing these characters changed you guys?
questions today.
They're good questions, is the problem. Don't be so fucking smart, you guys. It's early.
It's hard. I think Jody's sense of humor and ability to unconditionally love is a lot of mine. I think that she has this like business-like side that is not me, but those moments of like little twinkle in her eye, I'm like, really, porn, tell me more. That sounds like it makes you uncomfortable. I'd like to keep talking about it. That's cute.
Worst.
And
She likes to like needle people until they break. It's good. It's good for her.
Stop touching. I'm not touching you.
Look at
Not touching you.
creamy guts. Creamy back. Full circle.
I'd say that playing Jody has made me more respectful of the ways in which I am broken, and actually, it's not flawed. It's just put back together differently.
The parts that are me in Donna, and Donna and me. I don't remember the question very well. But this is the sparkly bits. Like I definitely, and I know that because when I audition for something or I'm doing anything that I'm nervous about or uncomfortable, I do this. Which is me because it's like my strange nervous reaction, but it's very Donna. And so she gets that from me, and I am an optimist. I get that from my husband. I think that Donna has taught me that it's okay to not be like that all the time, which is important, and I'm still learning that. But I love Donna, and I love how sparkly she is, and I love that she's the first to jump into something, whether she knows to do it or not. I also like that she's a hurting unit a little bit, and that's part of what makes her complex and great. And I'm like that sometimes too, and it's okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Don't let me ramble on like that, you guys. You know what happened is I looked into the light and I was like, where am I right now? I got up at 4:30. I couldn't sleep last night. And so I got like 3 hours sleep and I've been watching The Handmaid's Tale for 6 hours. Oh, it's fucking unbelievable! But I am a bit, where are you all? Stars. Hi, Kim!
Hi, I'm right here.
Hi.
Hi.
Pretty.
Oh, thank you. I had a question. We talk a lot about representation, and female characters in general seem to be few and far between, and especially really well-written ones. But I was curious if there was one in particular that you came across in any sort of media, whether it's film or literature, that you felt that you as a person was reflected in that character and you really identified with them on some level.
I feel a little bit like when Girls first came on TV, I don't love Lena Dunham's character, Hannah. Has anybody watched that show? Girls? 6 or 7 of you. Anyway, Lena Dunham is a very outspoken young woman. She's very smart. She wrote, starred, and directed and produced that show when she was fucking 26. And it was a huge hit. And she did something which is, she was unapologetic about her body, which is not a Hollywood standard body. And I saw that and thought, oh, look at a person. There are persons on TV. And so that was, for me, just physically, I felt like, oh, maybe I have a chance. You?
It's an interesting question, because you're not asking what I aspire to be, which the first time I had that was like Charlize Theron in her most recent Mad Max. I was like, oh, I want to be that. You're asking what I saw reflected, and I don't watch a lot of television. I don't see a lot of visual media, and this is a very uncomfortable answer that I'm going to give you, but welcome to my world. I like to make people uncomfortable with my honesty. Nurse Jackie. Kind of looked at that and went, well, if she has a problem, and I'm doing the exact same things, maybe I should look at my own behavior because this is really uncomfortable to watch. So I did, and we got sober. Yay! So,
Thanks, love. Just hit myself in the face with my microphone again.
smell today, though. What?
You still got the good one! I always get the stinky microphone. What do those guys do up here? Hi.
Hello, girls. I have a question about self-doubt. You guys seem to really struggle sometimes, and I'm just wondering, what do you do to combat it? I have so many things I'm trying to get through to do, something I really want to do, and I'm just self-doubt. I'm just stuck.
That's just in your head. I look at my feet, and I go, okay, this is where I am. Because this right here is 40 miles in the future, or it's 40 miles in the past. Future is fear, past is regret. My feet are truth, make my feet do what they're supposed to do. And that's how I tend to overcome fear.
I feel like I've been battling self-doubt a lot lately. And my best advice is to surround yourself with people who see you as you really are. Because like she said, you get wrapped up in your head of possibilities, who you think you are, who you're not, who you want to affect, who you're not affecting enough. And then you just need somebody to snap you out of it, to go, no, this is actually what is. You're allowed to feel all those feelings, but just so you know, this is the truth, and I'm right here. So surround yourself with your people.
I would have to make a shout out to the people that you were just talking about. My wives in the back, I call them my wives, Tabitha and Andrea.
Yeah, wives! That's it, man. You just need somebody to remind you every once in a while that it's all going to be okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So my question was, did you guys go through any like weapons or combat or firearm training before Supernatural or even before that?
I've had firearms. I actually got certified in stage combat for stage. The first episode I had, we did some shotgun training. For a show I did called Colony, they took me out in the middle of the desert and I got to shoot a big old fucking M16, I think it was. Shoot a big gun. And then we got an email that said more training is coming. Because right now I'm like Scrappy-Doo.
I did stage combat when I was in school, but I don't think I ever had a role where I had to use it, so you don't use it, you lose it. But when we found out about the pilot, I started going to the gun range, because I was like, I think I need to know what it feels like to shoot a gun. And in Canada, it's very different. It's like you go, you sign up, you have lots of information, somebody's there standing with you, you get one gun. And I shot a shotgun, I shot handgun, and then I came to the States. I went to LA and was hanging out with a friend of mine, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to the gun range. I want to practice, shooting a gun so I know what I'm doing on the show. And she's like, oh, we have a bunch of guns. We can go to the gun range. I'm like, you have a bunch of guns? This is craziness to me. That's just not something you hear. So I went to the gun range in Los Angeles, and it's a very strange place to be, a gun range. There's families there shooting guns. It's so weird. I know, it's like, it's a thing. But, so I have recently learned how to shoot a gun. I think it's very cool. And I do box, but I don't know how to fake box. So as Kim said, yeah, about 4 or 5 days ago, we got an email from the producers saying, saddle up, ladies! You're gonna start hurting soon! Yeah, so we're pretty stoked about that.
Thank you. I also wanted to ask what your favorite weapon to shoot was. Like your favorite gun.
I shot once a pump-action automatic rifle. Does anybody know what that is? One person. It was bananas, and that was pretty cool. And it was one of those guns that was so funny. I was shooting it, and I don't know anything about guns, but all these dudes, it was the equivalent of a guy having a puppy at a playground. All of these dudes were coming up behind me going, whoa, what is that? And I was like, I don't know. The worst Florida to gun range ever.
It wasn't the N16, I'll tell you that.
No?
It took a lot of work, because I was supposed to be a real badass on the show, and they took me out in the desert, so that basically I wasn't going, no, God, oh, God, oh, God, that was loud. That was a lot. Is the ceiling okay? Yes, it wasn't that one. I don't know, I just like a simple handgun. It feels a little more like an extension of, like, something I can moderately control. My friend who took me to the gun range the very first time, she was like, it's amazing. It's like having your period all at once. It's just a release. And I have a great deal of respect for them, but I also am, like, due to my own background and life experiences, not a big fan of them. So none of them were my favorite.
But thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I was gonna ask that, well, I've noticed and I've talked about it with people that women have a tendency to apologize for things that aren't necessarily their fault. And I wanted to know your opinion and how or what we could do to change it.
It's also, I'm from Canada, it's a very Canadian thing to apologize. Like, sorry, I didn't catch that? Like, why are we apologizing? It's just a weird language thing that we do. I catch myself doing it all the time. I don't know. My first instinct is to stop doing it. Doesn't that seem easy? But I know it's not that easy.
I try to examine my motivations. Try to go, really, what is it that you want? Because the fact is, there's nothing wrong with wanting someone else to feel okay. There's nothing wrong with wanting to phrase things in a way that will probably get you what you want a little easier. There's nothing wrong with being sorry. But those are 3 different reasons for saying I'm sorry. So my daily practice is practicing honesty. And if I'm not sorry, then don't fucking say I'm sorry. If I am sorry, then maybe address it a little more specifically and say, I understand what I'm saying is going to give you some feelings that I wish you didn't have, because I care about you and I don't want you to be uncomfortable. However, I need to tell you to fuck right off and die.
Do you put a sorry before that?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but fuck right off and die. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but shut the fuck up. See, I could examine my motivations on that and maybe phrase it a little.
Because you're not sorry, you're sorry for them.
Yeah, or I'm saying I'm sorry because I don't want them to make me feel bad because of their feelings. That's the other thing. It's like, I need to put my big girl panties on and be like, sometimes I'm gonna make people uncomfortable. And I need to be okay with that. If I'm speaking my truth and I'm being honest with them and they say, I don't like what you have to say and I'm really upset, then it's my job to be like, well, that's your right. You are welcome to your reaction. Instead of saying, oh, I'm sorry, please don't have that reaction because it makes me feel icky.
Yeah.
Fuck it, feel icky, get over it.
Do you guys notice how Kim says sorry and I say sorry? Sorry, yeah.
Sorry.
Everybody take a turn.
Sorry, like sorry.
It's my birthday, take a turn. Give me your best Canadian accent.
Sorry.
And now ask for a bag.
Big. Big.
Really good, you guys. Okay, this one.
Got all my presents in the bag. Big.
Hi.
Hi.
First, Briana, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you so much for remembering.
My question's for Kim. Since you're the...
It's my consolation prize for it not being my birthday.
That's right. You're like the sister when it's not your birthday, you get like a teddy bear or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't cry.
Aw, thank you.
This is your teddy bear.
Since you're the mother figure for Sam and Teen on camera, are you like the mother figure for Jared and Jensen on camera?
I hate that question. So I guess I don't want to fuck you, Kim.
Yeah, they make that very clear. I can't remember when what episode it was, but there was like something where I might as well have just said, and I'm never going to fuck you, am I? Like
Was it Jensen and the ma'am? You took it out?
I don't remember. Was that when I talked to him about the mom voice? Don't make me use my mom voice or something like that? Oh, in a motherly way. That's what it was. In a motherly way, in parentheses. I'm like, I got it!
But the line is, don't make me use my mom voice.
Yeah,
but I still needed to reiterate in a motherly. What if you're going to go up to Jared and go, don't make me use my mom voice?
Yeah. Call me mommy.
I'm going to try that.
Call me mommy.
Yeah, Jared.
Who's your mommy, huh? Very bad. I think very naughty boy.
Hey, Jared.
Jesus.
Don't make me use my mom voice. Again, children.
And you know what mommies and daddies do.
What was the question?
So the question is the assumption that I'm a mother figure, and which always confuses me because I love the fact that their mother, their real mother, is a flawed, loving, wonderful human being. I don't think Jody is a mother figure. I think she's their friend. That's how I take it. I think that she is comforting and she is consoling and she doesn't want to fuck them, weirdly.
Jody.
Yeah, Jody. Jody. She doesn't want to fuck them, but that doesn't necessarily mean she must have a familial relationship with them. She's their friend, and she loves them as really good friends because they've been through some shit together. Do I think of myself as a mother figure for Jared and Jess?
Nobody can tame those bitches.
No, Jensen makes my upper lip sweat.
Jensen makes my lower lip sweat. Joke, young sir, ma'am, person.
My little dude.
No, you didn't get that, right? Awesome. Not even listening. Love it. Kim, we're killing it. Love the disasters. I'm not even listening. I love you. I love your honesty, my friend. Thank you for your question. Hello.
So I just wanted to quickly thank you because I used to come to these with my mom, and I wanted to thank you because she just passed away, and I was like fearful that I was going to be like alone here, but everybody and you guys just make me feel not alone, and it's just I wanted to thank you for that. And I wanted to know what specifically from your mom that you took that you learned from her into being a mom yourself.
Okay, first thing I think I'm gonna come and hug you now. Oh boy. I learned from my mom tenacity. My mom has been through the ringer and she never fucking gives up. She is a caregiver for my father, who is blind and went blind slowly and never taught himself how to get around. And so she cares for him and also has always been the breadwinner for our family. And she worked for a not-for-profit for years and lost her job, and she's like in her late 60s, works as a cashier at a drugstore, you know? She's just like fucking making it work. And I love that. She just doesn't give up. So that's what I got from her.
passed away a while ago. And I will always miss her. I wish I could tell you someday that you won't, but you will always miss her. But it will become sweeter. My best memory is one step into, no, we're supposed to be doing this, and I try to stay in the moment and enjoy my child. Because when my mother allowed herself to enjoy me, those are the pieces that are still in me. So thank you.